2020 has been a strange and intense year for all of us as individuals and as a global collective. It's a year that will go down in history for its sudden, drastic, and relentless mark on this earth. It's a difficult and confusing time for all of us on this planet as we've had to get used to a new way of living, balancing keeping informed and educated with sustaining our own mental health and a sense of normalcy, and staying connected with those we love while having pretty limited physical connection. As part of keeping my mental health in a good place, I've been taking to nature as much as possible. When I'm able to safely, I've been taking to the beach for walks along the pebbles and dips in the cool waters. I like to remain as connected to nature as possible to ground my energy through barefoot walks and being physically close with the trees, water, plants, and other animals. Your love is like music. You went and changed the game. Rewilding is healing for the body as well as the mind and the soul as we electrically reconnect to the earth beneath us. Grounding or earthing, that is physically connecting with nature, has been shown to improve anxiety and depression, chronic fatigue and chronic pain, and even reduce our blood pressure levels. I've always felt a lot more comfortable going barefoot. I spend as much of my time as possible without shoes, and I find that when I do wear regular shoes, they restrict my feet from natural movements and can cause my joints to seize up. As someone with both flat and narrow feet, I was taught as a child through physiotherapy to use as many muscles in my feet as possible and as often as I can. Wildling barefoot shoes allow this range of motion as they're soft, flexible, and act more as a protective layer between the sole of your feet and the ground, with a soft sole without restricting movement. Because of this flexible sole, sensory perception and reflexes are triggered in the sole of the foot, which improves circulation in the connective tissues, which is great for me as someone who has EDS, a connective tissue disorder, and leads to more overall feeling in the feet. They also strengthen the muscle in the foot and allow our muscles and joints to function more naturally without a shock-absorbing sole that is found in so many shoes that can lead to all kinds of bodily tension and pains in the long run. I am wearing wildling shoes that are crafted responsibly and with respect to our natural environment. Wildling carefully select raw materials with trustworthy and long-term partners and also have a decentralized structure whereby the entire team jointly create the framework conditions so that the skills of each individual can develop. Cooperation is at the core of their business model, and they understand that sustainability and fair trade practices are vital for creating a lighter footprint on this earth. Finding time to be outdoors has been challenging during quarantine, which is why I started planting my own little garden space. It's only small, and as a renter, I am limited to what I can do with this mostly concreted patch, but building some pallet planters, finding secondhand pots, and rescuing a table and a bench from the curb has meant I've been able to create a small sanctuary away from the rest of the world that is still outdoors. I love that it requires my attention as the garden grows and as plants need pruning or repotting or watering. Gardening has become a movement meditation for me and a way I express my creativity and love for this planet while I'm limited in travel. Would you lose yours with me? I've also been really enjoying cooking, baking, playing with recipes, and just experimenting in the kitchen. This, as you probably know, is something I've long had a passion for, but sometimes making recipes for work can take the fun and fluidity out of it. So I've been reveling in playing in the kitchen again without deadlines, destinations, or deliverables, and the food that has come out of this flow has been incredible. Getting hands-on with something is so important, especially when living in a world run by online worlds. So much of what I once loved has now been transformed into a digital space, from film photography to digital, painting to digital design, and journaling to blogging. It feels good to use my hands and get physical with a medium again, and lately this medium has been fruits and vegetables. And during these long quarantine days indoors, I've been taking to my journal to spill my mind into. Getting out my thoughts onto paper helps to get them out of my head and reduces stress, and it acknowledges where I am emotionally and mentally. If you've been struggling with anxiety, insomnia, a scattered brain, or a build-up of emotion, I recommend writing a stream of consciousness and allowing everything that's been building up within you to rise to the surface and to make its way out. This practice has been incredibly healing for me. I'll journal first thing in the morning, after a meditation, when it all feels like too much, and when I have an insight, idea, or inspiration. My journal is my companion, and it comes with me everywhere. These are the ways I've been grounding myself through this tumultuous year. Try some of these grounding techniques for yourself, and I also urge you to explore your own and find what feels good and grounding for you. We're all in need of a little extra gentleness and care right now, so be sure to show yourself some. Isolation has resulted in a lot of loneliness for people all over the world. Let's support and uplift each other. If you feel called to, share in the comments what's been helping you through 2020. Let's share ideas together. You never know who might benefit from what you have to share. We're all in this year together and have all felt some effect, some way or another. So let's make room for kindness for ourselves and for others.